Hey guys, this video is on desensitizing from the whip. This is Tracker, an older paint gelding that came in to training to get some better steering and just, get him a little more broke. He was used as a pack horse for a while. So he doesn't lead very good to come forward. He doesn't neck rein and things like that. In order to make any horse sensitive or obedient, I find that we need to use the taps to make an impression on him so that um, he has the kind of respect he needs from the command, whoa, go, and turn. And I'm not talking about the kind of command that you can just pull harder, and if he don't stop, you pull harder, and if you still can't stop him, you grab some more hardware and put in his mouth. I'm talking about the suggestive stop, right? So I just quit riding or take the slack out of the rein, and he has that much respect from the command. So the reason I'm desensitizing him because he's so bothered by the whip that he don't think things through, and he needs to be able to be comfortable enough with the whip that I can use it on him and motivate him and teach him to be more sensitive to the commands. So the taps always follow the command if needed. And it's just not tap him till he goes. It's a strategic way of communicating with them to make sure that they want to go, right? It's their idea to do it, and it's their idea that I don't need that whip anymore. That's got to come from them. So I just make sure that I'm, pretty aggressive with it, and if he does got to move his feet, that's backwards. So I always got to, you know, um, give him an option of place to go anytime he's fearful, and just keep the pressure on until he stops his feet. And this fits in the category of teaching him how to handle fear. Those of you who've maybe seen some of my previous videos, I'm not one who, I don't even like to use the word desensitize, because I find it puts people in the wrong frame of mind. What I'm trying to do, if I would go down that desensitizing road, would be more on the lines of teaching my horse how to handle fear, and do that by stopping his feet. And that's not the time to talk about on this video, but just so you can see, I'm pushing him backwards until he no longer wants to go backwards, but the pressure stays on for 4 seconds after he stops his feet. And that's how I'm getting him over the fear of that whip. So you can see the chews happening right away. And I quit the lesson when I can't use the kind of pressure that I started with. I always try to start with pretty high pressure, and I just continue that pressure until that same amount of pressure doesn't get a response out of him. And you can see he's chewing that over, because they have to understand that any fast and furious pressure out of the blue doesn't mean anything. They don't have to move from none of it. In fact, I push them until they stop their feet. But any slow, sensitive pressure that follows a prep, they need to be really sensitive to it. That, so sensitive I can almost blow on them and get them to respond. So I hope that made sense, guys. So this is, we're coming to the end of this lesson here. He doesn't give me any more response. I just take it down to that point. So take care. See you on the next one.